kitchen. We've got a great show for you guys today. We've got Karni wool all the way from Australia coming today, and because they're here, I'm cooking up some Indian food. So I'm going to be making my interpretation of a South Indian stew and some delicious appams to go with that. Today we're going to be making our chicken Karni stew in the pressure cooker, and we're going to start by heating some oil. So pour in your oil and let it get nice and hot. About 2 tablespoons of oil will do. In this we're going to add our dry spices, that's the cloves, some cinnamon, a bay leaf or a tez patta as they call it in India. And you're just going to fry these off. And if you like it spicy, you can throw in 1 full green chili. And because I don't like it too spicy, I'm not going to chop up the chili, but I'm going to throw it in whole just for the flavor. But if you like it spicy, go ahead, chop it up, throw it in there, and add more than 1 chili if you like. We're going to add about 2 spoons of ginger garlic paste. Add in our chopped onions. Because we are pressure cooking these, they might get a little soggy, so remember to cut them slightly thicker. We're going to add in our potatoes next. Now something to remember is, if you cook this stew the first time and the potatoes are still slightly crunchy, next time make sure you boil them a bit beforehand, because potatoes take a little longer to cook than everything else. Next we add in our carrots. And last but not least, the chicken. Now what I'm going to do is salt this up a little bit right at the beginning. Put a generous helping of salt. So now we're going to add half a cup of water to this and cook it till the first whistle blows. Now that the whistle has been blown by the pressure cooker, we're going to allow it to cool down and then remove the lid, and we're going to continue cooking our stew in the pressure cooker itself. What we're going to do is, we're going to add a cup of coconut milk to it, as well as some coriander and some curry leaves, and maybe some pepper and salt to season it with, and then just stir it around and let it cook for a while more. Some curry leaves, coriander, black pepper. Stir this around. As you can see, our stew is now simmering, and I'm going to taste it and make sure that it tastes alright. Remember to always taste your food. That's nice, tasty, coconutty, delicious. So now we're going to make some delicious fresh appams to go with the stew. So before we start the preparation for our appam batter, what we're going to do is we're going to activate some yeast. So what we're going to do for that is take some yeast, half a teaspoon to be precise, mix it with hot water and sugar and leave it for about 30 minutes to get all active and all well. Now we're going to make the batter for our appams, and to do that we're going to use Kolam rice. I'm sure you can use basmati or any other kind of rice, but this is what I was told is the rice used for appams. And what I've done is I've soaked 2 cups of rice overnight in water, and I've got 1 cup of boiled rice, and I'm going to grind both these together with 1 cup of coconut milk, and that makes the base for our batter. So here's our appam batter which we've ground in the mixer, and a small tip for you is to first grind the raw rice and then add in the coconut milk and the cooked rice. That way you get a finer mixture. Now to this, once you get this consistency, we're going to add the salt for taste, and we're going to add some yeast to it. So we add just a pinch of salt for seasoning and just mix that in. And then you add the active yeast. The yeast smells vile, but don't worry, that's how it's supposed to smell. So once you've mixed it in, you're going to let the batter sit for about at least 6 to 8 hours to ferment, and it will rise a bit, and then you're ready to make those delicious appams. And if you have a look at our batter, it's nice and airy and just right. Now we're going to turn on that gas and make those appams. Okay, so to make these appams, we're going to be using a special utensil called an appachatti, and it's basically like a wok almost. So you need to get yourselves one of these to make a good appam, because it needs to sort of be curved. So we're going to take a spoon of our batter and pour it into our appachatti, and immediately you must roll it around. Then we cover it and let it cook for a minute or so. You get a lovely, fluffy, delicious appam from the appachatti. And there we have it, the appam is ready. And the sign of a good appam is you don't need a spoon or anything to remove it, just slide it off. So our delicious chicken Karni stew and appams are ready to be devoured by carnivores.